I'm Johnny Mac with the Afternoon Check-In. There's an article in Variety. They want Rosie O'Donnell to get a late night show. All this because she did pretty well last week on Jimmy Kimmel Live as the guest host. People seem to dig it, but come on, guys. We're not giving Rosie O'Donnell a late night show in 2026 or 2027. What would possibly be the market for 66-year-old Rosie O'Donnell? Now, she had a very successful career, successful daytime television show. I could see her going back to The View, but we are not starting, later at night with Rosie O'Donnell in this day and age. I will remind you, Netflix couldn't get people to watch John Mulaney when the guests were the ilk of Jerry Seinfeld, okay? No one's watching a Rosie O'Donnell late night show. Maybe for a week, there'll be some curiosity, but, this is not an episode of Hacks. We're not doing this. This is just not going to happen, but Variety wrote that piece. The president of the United States had some thoughts about it. A White House spokesperson went out of the way to put out this statement. Listen to this. Rosie O'Donnell's a nasty woman and a total slob whose brain has been completely destroyed by Trump derangement syndrome. You can send your letters to either Rosie or Trump, or whatever side you're on. Now, the other thing I'm going to point out here is Rosie left the United States and moved to Ireland. And now I've been to Ireland. Ireland's a fabulous place. I wouldn't mind living in Ireland. But when you're leaving because of who's in charge, you're making a statement. So you're not just coming home and hosting a late night show. So I think this is a complete non-starter. We also have some news about controversial MAGA comedian Nate Bargatze. He's back in the news and he's getting edgier. Now you see, he went to a UFC fight on the White House lawn and now he's into edgy material. He started a new company. It is called No Pictures. He's not getting rid of Nateland. The Nateland will be the family-friendly one. But No Pictures is for quote-unquote edgier content. That's right. We are told the name No Pictures comes from a quote his daughter used to say when she was little. She would tell Nate, "No pictures, please." I'm pretty sure we could figure it out that there was some kind of joke like that with the No Pictures. We've also learned Nateland is in pre-production on Nateville. This would be the Nate Bargatze version of King of the Hill, sort of, kind of. Why? We already have King of the Hill. I'm not sure people are actually watching King of the Hill. I'll put this in the Bob's Burgers category. If I understand, Fox has been promoting King of the Hill for a decade and a half, maybe 2 decades at this point. I'm not sure it's actually on. Have you seen it? We're not going to do the Bob's Burgers bit today, but I don't think we need the Nate Bargatze ripoff King of the Hill. Is that necessary? From Cubs.com, your home for comedy news, they've announced the Fastball Comedy Festival. The headliners are amazing. Dave Chappelle and Tom Segura. That's a pretty good 1-2 to lead off your festival. It'll be in Sloan Park in Mesa, Arizona, October 17th and 18th. That's a Saturday and Sunday. We're told turning one of baseball's premier spring training venues into a comedy destination. And we're told that's one of those phone-free events, so you're going to have to lock your phone away in a packet. And that is your quick update this afternoon. If you're catching this in the audio feed, these are just quick videos I'm doing on YouTube. And if you're seeing me on YouTube, this is really an audio podcast on Tuesday morning. There's a Reggie Watts story that's not fun at all that I didn't want to get into here. This is kind of loosey-goosey. I'm sitting poolside. I'm outside. You hear the birds. But again, to the Reggie Watts stuff, listen to the audio episode. It's getting kind of icky. All right. Catch you in the morning.